Welcome students, myself Mehboob Pasha, and today in this session we will discuss how to find the square root of decimals using division method. Students, here also in finding the square root of decimals using division method, most of the steps are similar, but here there is a only little bit change. Okay, so where there is a change means, so here we need to place the bar over every pair of numbers carefully. Okay, so here in decimals, first we will discuss how to place the bar over decimal numbers. Okay, students, so take the example 17.64. okay, 17.64. this one is what? Integral part. Okay, this is what? Integral part, and this is what? Decimal part. This 17 is integral part and this 64 is decimal part. Okay, the numbers towards the left of this decimal point is considered as integral part, and the numbers towards the right of this decimal point is considered as decimal part. Okay, students, here how you need to place the bar means, okay, so starting from the last digit in the integral part, first place the bar over integral part. So here starting from the last digit in the integral part, place the bar over every pair of numbers. Okay, starting from last digit, place the bar over every pair of numbers. After this, so when the pairing is over here, now come to decimal part. Okay, now starting from the first decimal place, starting from the first decimal place, now when you come to this part, you should not place a bar from last digit. Okay, when you come to decimal part, you should not place the bar from last digit. Instead, what you need to do? You need to place the bar from first decimal place. Okay, so here the first decimal place is what? 6. Okay, from here you need to place the bar over every pair of numbers. Okay, now look at this. Now come to this one. Okay, now how to place the bar? So here the decimal point. Now place the bar from the digit 2. Okay, place the bar over every pair of numbers. Now come to decimal part. This is 2 is the first decimal place. Okay, from here place the bar over every pair of numbers. Okay, now come to this one. This is the integral part. 176 is what? Integral part, and 341 is what? Decimal part. Now starting from the last digit in the integral part, so as this is the integral part, 6 is the last digit. From here you need to place the bar over every pair of numbers. Okay, and here as there is only one digit, so place bar over this single digit. Starting from the last digit, place a bar over every pair of number. Okay, and here as there is only one digit, that is 1, so place the bar over this single digit. After placing the bar over integral part, now come to decimal part. Okay, now here how you need to pair the numbers? Starting from the first decimal place. So here the first decimal place is what? 3. Second decimal place is 4. Third decimal place is 1. And now how to pair numbers means, you need to place the bar over the every pair of numbers starting from the first decimal place. So as 3 is the first decimal place, place the bar over pair of numbers. Okay, so here we have paired the numbers 3 and 4. Now as here there is only one digit is remaining. Okay, whatever may be the digit, here there is a 1. Okay, if it is 4, 5, 6 and whatever may be the digit, after pairing the first place of decimal part, now come to here. So as there is only one digit is remaining, so now take 0 extra. Okay, now take 0 extra, then pair the numbers. Okay, take 0 extra and then pair the numbers. Now come to here. Okay, 48.344 is there. So here, so now how to place the bar? Starting from the last digit in the integral part. This is what? Integral part. Starting from the last digit, that is 8. You need to place a bar over every pair of numbers, that is here. Okay, so I have placed a bar over 48. Now how to pair this? So starting from first decimal place, here first decimal place is what? 3. starting from the first decimal place, we need to place bar over every pair of numbers. Okay, like this. Okay, now here as there is only one digit is remaining, so take 0 and place the bar over these two numbers. Now come to this 7.3 is there. Okay, so as here there is only one digit, so place a bar over this single digit. Now come to this. Okay, this is the first decimal place now. As here there is only one number, single number, so take one more extra number, that is 0. Okay, now pair. So here in the integral part you should not take 0. Okay, so you should take 0 only in the decimal part. Now come to this. Okay, so here is the decimal point. So how to pair? Starting from the last digit in the integral part. So here in the integral part, 5 is the last digit. Okay, so we will pair the numbers. Now next pair of numbers 2, 3. Okay, and as there is only one digit is left here, so place bar over this single digit. Okay, now come to decimal part. Starting from the first decimal place, we need to place the bar over every pair of numbers. So here 82. Next bar is what? 64, 82, 64, and here there is only one digit is remaining, so take 0. Now place the bar. Okay, I hope you might have understood how to place the bar in decimal numbers. Students, now let us find the square root of 17.6 using division method. Okay, so here 17 is the integral part and 64 is the decimal part. As I told you, first we need to pair integral part, next we need to pair decimal part. Okay, now students, the steps are similar. Okay, so first you need to consider this part. Here the dividend is what? 17. So now what is the next step? We need to take the largest number such that whose square must be lesser than or equal to 17. Okay, so here I will be taking 4. So write 4 here also. Okay, so now 4 4s are 16. 4 4s are 16 minus 1. Now students, 17 minus 16 is what? 1. Okay, now here the quotient is 4 now. So next what you need to do? So bring this number down. Okay, 6, 4. Now what is the quotient? 4 now. Okay, then the steps are same. Double the quotient. When we double 4, what you will get? 8. And put blank over the right of digit. So next, as this part is what? Decimal part. Okay, as is here only 1 is there. Okay, and this one is less than 8, and as we have taken the decimal part here, so put the decimal point after 4. Okay, so why we have put decimal point? Why? Because we have taken the decimal part next. Now we need to fill this blank with the numbers such that the product of this new divisor and the new digit in the quotient must be equal to or lesser than 164. Okay, now let us fill the blank with the 2 and C. So here 82, as we have taken here new digit as 2. Okay, so here also we need to take new digit as 2. Okay, if I fill this blank with 2, so here also we need to take 2. Okay, next 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16. Okay, so look at this students, when we fill this blank with the 2 and when we multiply 82 into 2, so we are getting 164. Okay, so we will fill this blank with the 2. 82 into 2 is what? 164 minus. Okay, 164 minus 164 is what students? 0. Okay, as the remainder is 0, so here this process of division has completed. So now what we need to do? What is the square root of 17.64? Therefore, the square root of 17.64 is what? This we need to take. Okay, that is 4.2. Okay, the square root of 17.64 is what? 4.2. Now students, let us solve one more example. Okay, so here what is the number? 12.25. Now place the bar. Okay, next, so here Now you need to consider this 12. Okay, so now this will be the dividend. So now what is the next step? We need to take a number such that whose square must be lesser than or equal to 12. Okay, so here which number we have to take? 3 3s are 9. Okay, or 4 4s are 16. If you consider 3 I 4, 3 square is what? 9. And if you consider 4, 4 square is what? 16. Okay, so you should not consider 2 because 2 square is 4. This is too much less than 12. So when we consider 3 square, it is 9. Okay, so it is less than 12. And when we consider 4, 4 square is what? 16. It is greater than 4. Okay, so we cannot consider this one. And this is too small. Okay, now consider this one. That is 3. 3s are 9. Okay. 12 minus 9 is what, students? 3. Okay. Now bring this decimal part here. Okay. As we have brought decimal part down, so we need to place decimal point after 3. Okay. Next, double the quotient. What's the quotient here? 3. When we double 3, what will get? 6. Now place the blank. Okay. Now we need to fill this blank with the digit such that the product of this one and a new digit in the quotient must be equal to 325. Okay, so let us fill this blank with 4 first and then see. If we fill this blank with 4, so here also we need to put 4. Okay, 4 4s are 16, 1 carry, 4 6 are 24 plus 1 25. Okay, now what we have got? We have got 256, but what we needed? We need 325. Okay, now let us fill this blank with 5 and just check whether we are getting 325 or not. Fill this blank with 5. Okay, so here also 5. Let us check whether 65 into 5 will be 325 or not. 5 5s are 25. 5 to carry. 5 6 are 30. 30 plus 2, 32. Okay, so look at here, students. As we have filled this blank with 5, then the product of 65 and 5 is what? 325. Okay, so here 5, 65 5s are 325. Okay, so 325 minus 325 is what? 0. Now we have got remainder as 0 now. Okay, then what is the square root of 12.25? Therefore, the square root of 12.25 is what? This we need to take. Okay, it is 3.5. The square root of 12.25 is what? 3.5. Students, now let us solve 14th example problem. Okay, so what they have given? Area of square plot is 2304 meter square. Find the side of square plot. Okay, here students, they have given the area of a square, and what we need to find? We need to find the side of the square. Students, what is the formula to find the area of square? Okay, so we know that area of square is what? This side into side. Okay, area of square is what? Side into side. Side into side is what, students? That is side square. Side into side is what? Side square. Okay, so here, what is this? Area of square is what? Side square. Now what area they have given? Area of square plot equals to 2304. Okay, they are given area of square plot is what? 2304. Now how to find the side means, so take this formula. Area of square is equal to what? Side square. Okay, so write this formula once again. Yeah, square equals to what? Side square. Now what is the area of square? 2304. So put this. 2304 is equals to side square. So when you transpose square, this side you are getting square root. So what? Okay. So now square root of 2304 is equals to side. So when we find the square root of this number, then we are getting the side of the square plot. Okay. Now, let us find the square root of this number using division method. Students, now let us find the square root of this one using division method. Okay. So first place the bar. Now students, you need to consider this part. Okay. So now the dividend will be what? 23. So now students, you need to take a largest number whose square must be lesser than or equal to 23. Okay. So here which number will take? 4. 4. Okay. 4 4s are 16. So now 23 minus 16 is what? 7. Okay. Now bring this here. 0, 4. So now what you have got? 704. That is 704. Now what is the next step? Double the quotient. So here 4 is the quotient. So when we double it, what we are getting? 8. Okay. Now we need to take a blank. So here we need to fill this blank with a number such that the product of this number and the new digit in the quotient must be equal to or lesser than 704. Okay. Now let us fill this blank with 8 and C. Now when we fill this blank with 8, so here 8 will come. Okay, so here also 8. So when we fill this blank with 8, what we are getting? 8 8 is 64, 4, 6 carry, 8 8 is 64, 64 plus 6 is what, students? 70. Okay, so we are getting same, that is 704. So when we fill this blank with 8 and when we multiply 88 with the 8, so we are getting 704. Okay. 704, that is 704 minus 704 is what? 0. Next, then what is the quotient there? This will be the square root of 2304. Okay. Then what we can write? So it is equals to what? 48 meter. Okay. So here the side of this square foot is what? 48 meter. Now students, let us solve 15th bracket example problem. There are 2401 students in the school. P teacher wants them to stand in rows and columns such that the number of rows is equal to number of columns. Okay, find the number of rows. So here students, there are total 2401 students in the school, and what P teacher wants? P teacher wants the students to stand in rows and columns such that the number of rows as well as the number of columns must be equal. Okay, if the number of rows as well as number of columns are equal, means then there will be a square format. Okay, now let us solve. The number of students equals to 2401. Okay, now let us let the number of rows as well as number of columns equals to x. Why? Because here what they given, number of rows as well as number of columns are same now. So we'll take number of rows as well as number of columns are x. Let the number of rows and number of columns equals to x. Okay, number of columns are x, number of rows are x. Now total number of students. Okay, total number of students is equals to x into x. Students, look at here. Total number of students is what? X into x. Why? Because this x is what? Number of rows as well as this x is what? Number of columns. Okay. Now x into x is what, students? X square. Okay. Then number of students is how much? 2401 equals to x square. Okay, total number of students is equals to x into x, that is x square. So here total number of students is what? 2401, and this one is what? X square. When you transpose this square towards left side, so what you are getting? Square root. Okay. Now x equals to square root of 2401. So when we find the square root of 2401, then that will be the number of rows as well as number of columns. Okay, students, now let us find the square root of 2401 using division method. Okay, place bar. You consider this part. Okay, so this will be the dividing part, that is 24. Now what is the next step? We need to take a number such that whose square must be equal to or lesser than this number 24. Okay, so which number we can take? 4, no? Why? Because 4 4 is a 16. We cannot take 5. Why? Because 5 5 is a 25 and 25 is greater than 24. Okay, now let us take the number as 4. 4 4. So 4 4 is a 16. Okay, so whatever number we are taking, that number will be the quotient. So 24 minus 16 is what, students? 8. Okay, 24 minus 16 is what? 8. Now bring down these two numbers, that is 0 1. Now what is the next step? What is the quotient? 4, no? So we need to double the quotient, that is 8, and put a blank. Okay, now we need to fill this blank with a number such that the product of this one and the new digit in the quotient must be equal to or lesser than 801. Okay, now let us fill this blank with 9 and see whether we can get 801 or the number lesser than 801 or not. Okay, so here, so fill this blank with 9. 9 9 ja 81, 1 8 carry, 8 9 ja 72, 72 plus 8 is what? 80. Okay, so look at here, students, when we fill this blank with 8 and when we multiply 89, that is new divisor 89 with 9, so what we are getting? We are getting 801. Okay, so 89 into 9 is what? 801. So 801 minus 801 is what? 0. Okay, so here, then what is the square root of 2401? That is 49. Okay, so here x is equals to what you can write? 49. Okay, so what is meant by this? Therefore, number of rows. Okay, therefore, number of rows is equals to 49. Okay, so therefore, number of rows is equals to 49.